Jai Shri Mataji. Today we are going to further understand about the direction, how far it goes, learning the meaning of each and every deity, learning the meaning and why we must take it. So this is going to be our second attempt. We will compare the first chart, second chart, how it expands to become a snowflake like structure, even complicated, how many maximum stages of resistance can be created. Sorry for that, my stand slipped. So it is all about just a little more redo on it. First, directions have 8 sides on a plane. Okay. Now this is a shape you will find in the countries which are flag of the countries which are kind of ruling the world or have the rule the world or still have their influences on the system in the education system elsewhere. Okay, those are the countries which normally use them. The country we know which has maximum influence all over the world is England. Okay, now British flag has a particular structure. Those are the directions. Let's see them. We call it Union Jack, or they call it Union Jack. It is straight line. North, we take it east, west, north, south. Sorry, south and north. Let me write, otherwise it will east, west, north, south. Now they have one and this is the exact shape we use for directions. They call it Union Jack. Southeast, southwest, northwest, northeast. Okay, and as the earth is round, they meet. Like anything on a ball which goes on this way will ultimately join here. Anything on a ball carry on will go around the circle and join here. So this direction gave them power, holistic power across the globe. So this is a symbol which shows strength across the globe. Okay. First thing. Then each and every direction must have a weapon to protect ourselves. I had a figure shown to you which has a human face, say like this, right? All the cardinal directions, and amongst it is a human being, right? Clear? Now, here is my nose and this is my head. So they come and join at Sahasrara. Everything radiate from here and come back here. When we say, see the snowflake diagram, okay, there is a joining. This petal is that of the smaller bija. As we have seen in this particular case, see, Riri, and here is lr. So lr finds makes a petal, its own protection. How? When we draw a sun, small ray, big ray. When we see the coat of Arctic Circle animals, they have one layer of small hairs, another layer of big hair. And thus, even when they swim in water, their skin doesn't get wet. It's a natural found phenomena. 2 layers of hair for thermal protection and keeping the body from getting wet. So aqua protection as well. A set of small hair, a set of big hair, a set of a small petal, a set of big petal. Many flowers have small petal with a big petal. So this is a phenomena repeated in nature. Many flowers you will see, they'll beautifully make a big petal. Among 2 petals will be a small petal, and there will be a center of the flower where all the pollen grains and etc. are there. Okay, so we have a big ray and a small ray to go about it. A small ray is for personal protection, big ray is for protection from outside. Now what do we do? This forms a loop that our energy keeps circulating inside, and because energy cannot be stable, okay, it keeps circulating inside and keeping our system running like electricity and keeping us safe. The big ray at the end is a trident. We call it Trishul. There are 3 spikes at the end of it which pierce and harm. So we have a Trishul at the end of it, okay, for our protection. So what I am going to do, make a Trishul at the end of it. Not just one, I'll make at the end of all will. Okay, this is our internal protection. I'll draw it with a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this. So first is here hum, 1 layer. Second layer is of small bijas done in red. Third layer is these 10. One is above the head, one is below the head. 8 in a plane, and one is above the head and one is below. So 8 plus 2 becomes 10. Okay, it is simply a revision of what we did yesterday, because to make it understand we have to repeat it 1 or 2 times. Now there is a Trishul at the end of it. Now what happens when this layer is perfect? It fuses. Sorry, let me make it sharp. Where have you seen this? It is also present in nature. Let me make it. Now it is clear. Is it clear? Can somebody answer where in nature we see? No one? Spider's web. And it is said it is woven in such a fashion, it is stronger than the steel wire of similar diameter. Snowflake is a complete structure. This particular thing is a spider web. Yes. Okay. So what we do with the continuous flowing of energy inside us, with the small Bij Mantra, we make a spider web. And only we can travel here. This we can say is the kavach we are providing ourselves. Mother in many talks has said a war is going on between good and bad, but it is invisible. And all of us are a part of this war, whether we know or not, whether we will or not. We all are a part of it. So we are weaving this spider web by the small Bija Mantra as shown here. Ang, ing, ung, ring, ring, ing, ung, ang. These are the 8 Bija Mantra which is forming a web between these. And they provide us a, when they are fully turgid, they give us a octagonal shape. So this is kind of a circular type of shape which we get through this. Okay, and this is the protection of the center, which is hum, and it is all done with the Bijakshar lam. We get it. Okay. Now many of our deities are having axes in their hands. So these are the axes. Extension. Basically, our axis is the Sushumna. This is first axis we have. And we have to be, earth even to go on has an axis. Invisible, but there is an axis. We also have an axis which is Sushumna. And when we say Aksh, Aksh is the Sanskrit name of the same axis which we have inside and which we have to attain. But like skeleton system, the axis has its own extensions. Okay, so these are also the axis of the directions. Now they can be used in 2 ways. One, to send out the vibration. Okay, so they have their own slight feathers on it. How many in number? 7 are the chakras, 7 are the layers. Okay. Now, if the force is coming in, they will bend this way. Force is coming in, the straight line will bend in the direction the force is moving. Okay. If force is going out, so it will just turn it outwards. See, I push it, it's a straight line. Your axis has a feather in a straight line. I am sending vibration out. It is in a straight line. Force is coming in. So they bend in the direction force is coming. It is coming in. It is bending like this. It is going out. It is bending like this. Basically, it was supposed to be straight, join and form the web. How strong you make it, it all depends upon how focused you are and how good your vibrations are. Between this axis and this, half of it is here, half of it is here. When you say the mantra continuously, they join to form a bond, you can say, which is broken or maintained by the force, depending upon you push it out or they bring in. Now, many a times what happens, you become unbalanced because you send out vibrations so fast that you yourself break this bond. Unknowingly we do it. What is the solution? You give vibrations continuously so that this bond is maintained and vibration have their way out. The bond also becomes strong and the vibration which you are sending to the world go on. And then that forms a threshold. This is going out. Now when somebody will try to enter, these will poke him and stop the entry. This is the basic funda. Okay? So when we keep on, now it is like a railway, railway. Okay, the train wheels are running on it and these keep to maintain these main rails. The bars maintain that iron rails, and there is a whole lot of concrete etc. to absorb the vibrations and keep everything stable in the place. Same happens, your vibrations are moving fast, because if they are not stronger, when the two people are fighting, both have some power, both have some experience, who wins? Who has more power? Okay, so when the war is on, you would like to be stronger than your opponent. The vibrations have to move out. Okay, in this direction. At the moment I am showing you the direction. So these have to be strong enough to make these rails. They will absorb and continue bonding, absorb the shock of movement of a heavy train on them. So your directions are like these rails of iron with bonding with concrete and all that. You have to strengthen all your system so that to protect yourself when you fight, you can produce strong vibrations and defeat your opponent. At the moment, what we are doing, we are knowing the things, we are practicing it, and we are taking it a little casually. We are not putting enough attention, enough power, so that we can strengthen our web and resist an outside attack. Whole focus should be on practicing, re-practicing, and strengthening the system. More can be told, but if the old is not practiced, it will be useless. Now, 7 are these. So 7 layers of resistance you have. Each layer depicts one chakra. Vishuddhi is also protected by Mooladhara, also protected by Swadhisthana. All, you could say, all the chakras internally connected, and they have direct connection, and they have a position on Sushumna. So all 7 chakras protect and provide all 7. Okay, absorb this knowledge, do your vowels very beautifully, and we will meet. I'll inform you at 5 o'clock we meet again to take the lesson forward. At the moment, please remember, this is not simply the direction. This is your strength and this is your protection. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji.